All right, I've got some bad news for y'all. I'm not going to be available this week for the picks live. I'll be on the road to Laredo for our first basketball tournament. But I will, however, have a very intelligent young man that's going to take my place. His name is Isaac Bestian, and I can assure you they're my picks, not his. We're going to catch you, Brandenburg. Y'all have a good weekend. Stay safe. I'll be eating in Laredo. See ya.
Welcome to Week 10 of Sadermedia Pick'em, and happy Halloween. As you can see, everyone's dressed up here today. We got a little change of scenery, and we also have a change of guests. Today, for Mr. Honick, we are filling in Mr. Bestian.
That's right.
It is still Mr. Honick's picks, as you saw in the video, but he's filling in. So, you want to tell us a little about yourself?
Yeah, for sure. You know, I'm probably the most knowledgeable guy on sports in this room, but I'm just going to go with the flow on what Honick kind of set me up for. I got the picks right here, the Golden Nugget ticket right here. And, yeah, I'll do you proud, Honick. Don't you worry.
Cool. All right, let's hop into last week's games.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Let's go.
So, any games that really surprised you guys? I think I'm going to... Can I go first? Is that good with you guys?
Yeah.
The Notre Dame-Navy game. Man, I picked Notre Dame, but I did not think it was going to be that big of a blowout, I'll tell you.
Yeah, I mean, Tech really just surprised me. I thought Tech was going to win there. But, you know, there was close game.
Yeah, for sure. That was an exciting game.
Yeah, a Vandy game coming back, almost upsetting Texas. That second half was fun to watch. And the other game that sticks out is Indiana's for real. Right, basically blowing out the Huskies. That was impressive.
Look at Missouri, too. Shoot. Brutal.
Yeah. Hell to 0. Man, that's...
Donut on the board.
Donut on the board.
Yeah, that was.
All right. Now let's go to the records. There might be a little bit of cockiness coming from Brandenburg here. But as you can see, he went 8-0 this week.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah, so on the right is the season percentage, and then on the left is last week's record. So everyone going 7-1 except Brandenburg 8-0. Brandenburg, what do you think about your record so far?
Yeah, I don't know. Hopefully I can keep it rolling. Hopefully I can keep it rolling, man. I should be. We'll see. You know, this week we're going up from 8 to 12 games, so we got 4 additional games. So that's going to be a great equalizer. We'll see what happens. Sure. There's some great games this weekend.
Yeah.
As every week, you know, it's a parody is the name of the game, so it's hard.
Yeah, and in the 12-game Pick'em video this week, it's really going to set the boys from the men, you know? We're going to see who really knows their game. So this is this week's games. We have a Thursday game this week, Halloween, and then we have one Friday game, and then all the rest Saturday from 11 a.m. all the way to nighttime. There should be a second display, and then, yep, there's the rest of the games all the way till 7 p.m., finishing with Baylor, TCU, and Pitt, SMU. Let's get into our picks.
Let's go.
See where everyone's head is at. First game of the week, Tulane at Charlotte. Coach Brandenburg, lead us off.
Yeah, Halloween game. That game's tonight. Tulane's coming in at 17-point favorites. Not to underestimate Charlotte. You know, they almost beat a pretty strong Memphis team last week. Mm-hmm. Well, I'm going to say Tulane, the big Tulane going big, the Green Waves. I got Tulane.
Judge?
Yeah, I'm going to agree. I'm going to pick Tulane, too. I think they're going to pull it out.
Yeah. Mr. Bestian, what Honick
No, Honick is going Tulane as well.
Wow.
Yep.
I'm going Tulane. Everyone picked Tulane. I think it's going to be a blowout, honestly. I don't think it's going to be very close.
Yeah, it's going to be light work. Tulane.
I hope this is looking like last week. Everyone's picking the same team.
We'll see.
All right. Next game, San Diego State at Boise State. Judge, why don't you take this one?
This one's really an easy pick for me. I think this is just going to be a Boise State, clear victory. Ashton Genty's going to go crazy, like 400 yards. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah. Mr. Bestian?
No, I'll say this. I like my truck. The Honick is going Auburn all the way.
Well, we're on the San Diego State. State.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Boise State is where we're going, says Honick.
But you still like your truck, right?
Yeah, Auburn still sucks.
If Auburn was
F-150.
That's awesome.
Boise State for
All right.
What do you got?
Getting back on track here. I got Boise State. Too much Ashton Genty and too much of that blue turf up there in Boise.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Boise State.
Yeah, Ashton Genty. He did have a slow game last week, I will say. They pulled out the win, but they did have he had a slow game. He only had 150 yards, which doesn't seem bad, but he's averaging 300. So I think he's going to have a big comeback, 300-plus yards this game, 4+ touchdowns. Boise State's going to win. Looking at the next game, we have Vanderbilt at Auburn.
That's right.
I think we already know the pick for this one. So, Mr. Bestian, you want to start us off?
For sure. Like I said, Auburn. Honick's going Auburn.
Brandenburg, what do you think?
Yeah, this is a battle of the quarterbacks, I think. This is, Diego Pavia, is that how you say his last name? 13 touchdowns and 3 interceptions. He's a dual threat. And the guy is, I think, too much, and Auburn doesn't really have a quarterback to compete with that. So I'm going Vanderbilt.
Cool.
Vanderbilt to be, if they win this, they're bowl eligible, I
Yeah.
believe. 6 wins. So I think they're going to get there.
Yeah. Judge?
Yeah, I'm going to go Vandy here as well. I just have to say, if Vanderbilt would have won that game last week, it would have been the greatest 2-game streak of upsets in college football history, and I wish that would have happened. But, Vandy's just a better team in this game. I'm taking Vanderbilt.
Yeah. I don't know why Auburn's favored in this game. I picked Vanderbilt last week. They almost had the upset. So I'm going to stick with Vanderbilt again. I think they're definitely a top 25 team. I don't know why they got moved out of the top 25 after hanging with Texas, so that confused me a little bit. But, yeah, Vanderbilt's going to win. Next game, we have Pittsburgh at SMU. This is a ranked game, number 18 versus number 20. Coach Brandenburg.
Pittsburgh, SMU, a tough one here. Pittsburgh coming off a shellacking of Syracuse 41-13. One of the top rushing defenses in the nation. SMU's at home coming off a thriller against Duke, winning overtime 28-27. I'm sticking with my ponies. All right, SMU, I pick them every week, and I think them being at home, I think this is a night game. I think that favors them as well. Too much Mustang in this for the Panthers. I got SMU.
Judge?
I'll tell you what, I like my truck, and I'm going with SMU.
Well, I like horses, and apparently so does Honick. We're going Mustangs, baby.
Yeah. I am a Syracuse fan. The Pitt game last week was a little disappointing. So I'm picking SMU. I hate Pittsburgh now. SMU's winning. They have a good offense. I think they're going to win. Next game, Kansas State, number 17 at Houston. Mr. Bestian, start us off.
You know what? Honick's feeling Kansas State for sure.
Really?
Wild action there with them Cats.
Okay.
That's our pick.
Judge?
Honestly, Houston has just disappointed me so much this year, so I think that literally anybody that faces them is going to win at this point. So, obviously, I'm taking Kansas State.
Brandenburg?
Yeah, battle of the Cats here. Wildcats against the Cougars. I agree with Judge. Houston's had a kind of disappointing season, even though they upset Utah last week, 17-14. Kansas State's got too much beef up front on both sides of the ball, offense and defensive line. I don't think Houston can compete there. I got the Wildcats big.
Yeah, Kansas State, they did lose a star defensive player at linebacker, I read. So that's going to be a big hit, but I think Kansas State's still going to do it. Looks like it's a clean sweep for Kansas State. Moving on to the next game, we got Louisville at Clemson, number 11 Clemson. So, Judge, start us off.
Yeah, I'm taking Clemson in this game. I think their offense is just going to be able to score on, with ease. So I'm just going to take Clemson.
Bestian?
You know, some say I share a little bit of a resemblance with Tiger King, and Honik here, he wants the Tigers.
Yeah.
For sure.
Mr. Brandenburg?
Dabo Sweeney, love the guy, head coach at Clemson. Yeah, I think Tigers roll big in this, and I think they might get into the top 10 after this game. You know, they're just outside number 11 this week, and I got Clemson.
Dabo Sweeney?
Yeah,
Is he related to Sidney Sweeney?
might be. I don't know.
No, I just wonder.
Yeah, this is a must-win game for Clemson. They're at home. If they want to make the playoffs, they got to win this game.
Yes, sir.
They're at home. Crowd's going to be bumping. I think Clemson's going to win it. Pretty good game for Clemson. I don't think it's going to be very close. So, yeah, Clemson. Moving on to the next game, Texas Tech at Iowa State. So, Mr. Bestian.
Oh, yeah. Well, Honik definitely feels a storm of brewing because he's going Cyclones all the way, baby.
Judge?
Good pick.
Yeah, I'm taking Iowa State here as well.
Yeah. Brandenburg?
Red Raiders lost a tough one last week to TCU, 35-34. They had that one in the bag. They let it loose, let it go right at the end there. Cyclones, undefeated in conference play, 8-0 for the first time in program history. I got the Cyclones. I got the Cyclones in this one to continue to roll.
Yeah. Yeah. Iowa State, you know, as long as their offense is doing good and keeping the score up, I think they're going to win. So I have Iowa State winning at home against Texas Tech. Sorry. Next game, Texas A&M, number 10 in the country at South Carolina. Judge, start us off here.
You know, I have a hatred for A&M, but
Brutal.
Brutal.
thing,
You picked them last week.
yeah, but just like I don't know, I was just feeling it last week,
The switch up.
and I was
huh?
right. I was right last
Wow.
week. But you know, this week I did think about going with A&M, but I'm gonna go with South Carolina. Upset.
Wow. Looks like you're going off emotion here. Is that what I'm seeing?
Yep.
Wow.
Judge is an emotional guy.
Yeah.
doubt.
That's where you can get hurt, you know? That's where your record can really start dropping.
Yeah, but you know, you gotta go different. If we're all the same, then
Yeah.
scores may be the same.
Exactly.
Hope I get a lucky upset here. You know,
Yeah.
bump me up a place. We'll
You know, I like the pick. I like it.
So you're
Judge
going
Brandenburg?
Gamecocks?
Yep.
You're going Gamecocks?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a really tough one. This is probably the toughest one for me this week. You know, A&M coming off that very emotional win last week. They put Marcel Reed there in the second half, and that was the difference. Le'Veon Moss, running back. They got a great rushing attack. Again, you can't underestimate South Carolina. The Gamecocks coming off a bye week especially. They're at home. Everything points towards an upset here, but I'm going to go with my Aggies. They haven't let me down yet, so gig them.
For sure.
I have a question real quick here for Judge. Did A&M try recruiting you? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, they really did, but you know, since I don't like the school or anything, you know, I had part with a lot of girls that go there, so I was just like, nah, I didn't want.
Sounds like a personal
All
problem.
that, you know?
Yeah.
Personal.
And they offered me too much money. I didn't really want to like
Too
have
much.
to deal with it.
Oh.
You know, hire a financial person, all that. Stuff.
Yeah, I feel you. Yeah, so I think if you went to Texas A&M, they would lose this game. But since you didn't, I have Texas A&M winning. I have them winning. Right here on my paper, it does say A&M is only favored by 3.5 points. I don't know about that one. I think A&M's going to win by more than that. So, yeah. Sorry,
Hopefully not.
Judge. Sorry
Hopefully
about that. Mr. Bestian?
You know, I was born in College Station and spent a little time at college at A&M, so they got a sweet spot in my heart. Honik says, gig 'em Ags.
Good, nice. I like the switch up, Judge. Yeah, I like it.
Got to be different sometimes.
Yeah, maybe you'll pull through with the win. I don't know. We'll see. Next game, Duke at Miami. Miami is ranked number 5. Coach Brandenburg, what's up?
Yeah, Blue Devils coming off. We already talked about it a little earlier. An emotional loss to SMU last week. Miami, Cam Ward, legit Heisman Trophy candidate. They beat Florida State, rival last week. Second-ranked passing attack in the nation. I got Miami in this one. Hurricanes will roll.
Judge?
Yep, I'm gonna
Think
go
with
with my nonchalant king, Cam Ward. I'm taking you, baby.
Yeah. Do you know him personally, or? what's
Yeah,
the
he was
story?
my boy back in high school.
Yeah.
He was a little bit older than me, but you know, we still hung out. You know, kicked it in the parking lot and whatnot. But let's not get into that.
I heard. Did you guys try going to the same school? Is that what I'm hearing, or no?
Oh yeah, I actually don't even play quarterback, but they wanted me to take his spot.
Oh.
And I was like, nah, I can't do that to my boy. So
Wow.
I passed on it.
What a great friend.
Yeah, of course.
That's awesome, man. Mr. Bestian, what does Honick say?
Weatherman Honick says, "Go Hurricanes, Miami, baby."
I'm going to have to stick with my gut here and go Miami. I think it is going to be a closer game than expected. Here it has Miami at 20.5. I don't see them winning by that much. I have them winning, but not by that much. So, Miami in a close game. Moving on, we have Florida at Georgia. Georgia, number 2. Mr. Brandenburg.
102nd time these two teams have lined up against each other.
Wow.
They refer to this as the cocktail party.
Were you there at the first?
Good one. There's too much Carson back here, right? As long as he can limit the turnovers he's prone to, this is a grudge match. You can kind of throw the records out when these two teams get together, Florida-Georgia line. I'm going to take the Bulldogs, though. I got the Bulldogs in this one, and they're going to keep going, keep rolling.
Mr. Bestian?
Honick's a big food guy. He loves his peaches. He's going to go Georgia. Bulldogs all the way.
Nice. Judge?
Yeah, I'm rolling with the dogs on this one. I'm taking Georgia.
Yeah. My heart says Florida, guys, but I don't know if I go with my heart or my head. I really want Florida to win, but I don't see it happening. I have Georgia winning. I don't think it's going to be that close, but yeah. Next up, number 1, Oregon, still number 1 at Michigan. Mr. Bestian, what do we have here?
We got the Ducks all the way, baby. Honick's going Oregon.
Yeah,
He's
quack,
going to
quack.
like it with them. That's right.
Quack, quack.
Quack, quack.
Quacks me up every time.
Judge, who do we have?
Yeah, I'm taking the Duckies.
Mr. Brandenburg.
Michigan, man, I hate to admit it. That was they've fallen apart. Offense is a mess. Dylan Gabriel, he's setting records right and left. You can't Oregon rolls again. They got balanced attack, rushing, passing. They got it all. Number 1, Oregon's gonna continue rolling.
Yeah. Little stat. Michigan has not won a single ranked game yet this season. I don't think it's happening here against number 1 Oregon. I have Oregon winning here. I don't think it's going to be even close. Give me Oregon by 25, honestly. And now on to game of the week. Number 4, Ohio State at number 3, Penn State. Mr. Bestian, let's hear it.
Honick says, Ohio.
Cool. Judge?
This is a really tough game for me to pick.
Absolutely.
And I've been going back and forth all day. I couldn't sleep last night thinking about this. And, one thing that really swayed me was, let's not go there. But I'm going to take Penn State.
Let's not go there. All right. Coach Brandenburg.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Too bad it's starting at 11 o'clock. I think it's 11 o'clock start. It'd be nice if it was in prime time, but it's in Happy Valley. It's a whiteout game. The tradition there is one like no other. A couple of things. Ohio State's only losses to number 1 in Oregon. They have the number 2 ranked defense in the nation. Another thing that is of concern for Penn State is their quarterback's a little banged up. He's a game time call as far as playing at all, Drew Allaire. I'm going Ohio State Buckeyes in this one. This is going to be a good game, though. Early morning.
Can we get a fact check on the whiteout?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I heard from my sources that it was not a whiteout.
It's not a whiteout. Okay.
That's what I'm hearing.
Well, then even more reason to go Ohio
It
State.
was more recent on checking the sources.
I got my information about 25 minutes ago.
Okay, so
Okay.
it's not?
It's not a whiteout.
Not a whiteout. All right,
what
even
I'm
more reason to go Buckeyes.
Hold on.
I'm going Ohio State. So switch my guess.
Man.
Yes?
Wait, I'm getting word right now. Give me a second. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, not a whiteout.
Not a whiteout. All right.
Hate to break it
Go
to you.
Buckeyes.
So, Judge switching his picture to Ohio State. You want to
Who's
explain
on your
that?
earpiece?
Who's that?
Yeah,
Oh, it's my buddy. Yeah, he's not important.
All right.
You want to explain the switch?
Yeah, I really thought it was whiteout. That's why I went Penn State. But I don't know. I'm really, on the fence about this. So that kind of got me nervous, and I decided to switch.
Yeah, absolutely. A whiteout game can change a lot when it's this close of a matchup. Both are very great teams, But Ohio State only losing by 1 to the number 1 ranked team, Oregon. I just think Ohio State's too good to lose this game. I have Ohio State beating Penn State. And that is the last game to wrap up this week's Pick'em. So, thank you guys.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
Thank you,
Been a
Mr.
pleasure,
Best,
gentlemen. Of
for
course.
filling in.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Great to be here with you
Great having
fellas.
you on the show.
Yes, sir.
It's
Yes,
awesome
sir.
to sit next to someone with
You the man.
great ball knowledge.
I love my truck too. I love my truck, baby.
Happy Halloween, everybody. Stay
Happy
safe.
Reformation.
Get some candy, and we'll see you back next week.
Hey.
Thank you.